sad man
辛苦，
sad man
執唔翻啊！
姜好和，而家姜好難嘅。
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche
咩姜
League.
咩姜糖？
And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding
Who
trend
is
over the
Gernholm?
last few months for James.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals
我飲晒50支佢算。
over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Morris is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. And for the Lakers, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And Van Vliet out there with Che. And it's James in at the 3 spot. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. A nice shot by Booker. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
Morris, no good. LeBron against Barnes. James dishes to Che. Davis, the pass to James. Off the left rim and out.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
The 15-footer, and he gets the jumper to drop. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
On the wing, Barnes. James covering. Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot, Doors, becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
Now here's Van Vliet. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis. James kicks to Van Vliet. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
Exit too many。
Here's Jerome, covered by Van Vliet.
玩 Act Two 算，唔玩雪山。
Booker looking around. Over Jay. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, with that size and strength, for a 2-guard, Booker is a legitimate threat even in traffic.
Kuzma finds Davis. And here's Kuzma. Here's Van Vliet. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Monty Williams. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
No good from Booker.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Back to Jay. Down low, here's Davis. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Long passes to Van Vliet. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 5. And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Booker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Booker's got 8 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the dunk by Jay.
Look at that. Off With the dribble, Jay can play at a high level.
Suns trail by 5. Morris outside. The dish to Booker. Passes it to Jerome. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break with Jay. And Kuzma slams it in.
You know, you get the sense this guy, the 4 years of college ball help. He plays at his pace, and he does it with such calm.
Morris passes to Jerome. Suns moving the ball around. Ayton finds Barnes. And Davis pulls it down. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The drive by Jay. Rejected by Booker. Here's Jerome. Covered by Van Vliet. On the wing, Morris. And the pass to Booker. The 19-foot shot. Phoenix, no good that time either. So for Phoenix, the last game, a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. A wide open look here for Kuzma.
我踩咗嗰個咩 feel 度啊，跟住咧佢炸走咗我，跟住嗰個我裝個 feel 嘅嘢唔見咗。
Passing the ball very crisply here.
基本望到嘅。
Yeah, their offense has ground to
咩
a
啊？咩唔同
standstill.
啊？
即係你
to the wing.
我重新開始講，跟住我係輕下咧，我踩落個 feel 度一下，佢爆咗。
Morris trying to free himself up.
會啊，跟住我啲嘢炸走晒。
And Davis sends it.
佢而家唔使玩。
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy does he use it well.
即係又要嚟
On the
過啊！
defensive end. If Davis is within shouting
係得我玩呢隻 game
distance
咁
of
多
the
筆㗎
shooter,
啦。
there's a good chance he'll
其
get a
他
hand
人
on it.
其他人都唔
Here's
會。
Booker from the arc.
And you know, call it great defense or
Why
poor
they go?
offense. Either way, they're limiting their score.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Here's Jerome. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Morris. Banked in off the glass.
There you go. Not the best start, but maybe that's the shot that gets him in rhythm.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Shea.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Osman comes in for Marcus Morris, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Barnes. It's stolen by Davis. Shea left side. Here's Van Vliet, and he uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Jerome. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Lets it go from the wing. He squares up and sinks it.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Jay kicks to Kuzma. And the Lakers with another turnover here. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with... And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Harrison Barnes is out there with Morris. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Jack Diallo. And it's Jerome in at the point. Suns trail by 16. Bridges inside the 3-point line. Phoenix. No good that time either. Antetokounmpo passes to Wall. And Shea throws it down.
Well, that kind of finish from Shea will get the rest of his teammates a little burst of energy.
Here's Jerome. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Got a piece of it. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Barnes has got his first points of the night. Shea passes to Antetokounmpo.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Morris outside. Kicks it to Bridges. Pass to Barnes. Over Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Bolden passes to Brandt, and it's blocked. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. A rebound by the Lakers. Bolden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by Shea.
Really most effective when he's in attack mode, and KCP with the athleticism to do it.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the basket is good. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Shea inside. Covered by Barnes. Pass to Bolden. It's Bradley on the wing. Lakers passing it around. Shea dishes to Antetokounmpo. From 10 feet out. Rebound by the Suns.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Bridges passes to Jerome. Morris outside. But they get it back. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Shea with the basket on the assist by Bradley. That's 12 points for Shea.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up.
Why? 哦好啊，你 send 個 account 俾我啊。好，bye。Bye.
In the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lakers leading by 20. Here's Bradley, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, don't sleep on Avery's athleticism, right? Terrific at finishing these opportunities with force.
And the foul called on Shea. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Anthony Davis is checked in for Jonah Bolden. Here's Jerome, guarded by Bradley. Morris into the lane. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Morris has got 5 now.
Well, just so good at taking advantage of the mid-range. Marcus Morris feels comfortable in that area.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Grizzlies was terrific. He had 44 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
And Greg, let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They
or 22nd.
Knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And so here's Phoenix after the basket by the Lakers. He lobs it up, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And the Lakers turn it over again. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? Shea, number 1.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Bradley. Here's Diallo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You hear these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Passes it to Jerome. He kicks to Barnes. There's the pass to Bridges. From deep. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And the dunk by Jay.
Watch him fly, so graceful on that finish. Che lines up the alley-oop.
To the left wing. Here's Ayton, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
No question, he got bumped. on that shot.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The drive by Jay, and there it is for him. And it's 8 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And you have to tip your cap for Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Here's Jerome. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Osman. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Oubre's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Shea with it, now guarded by Booker, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Davis.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Here's Jerome. And the foul called on Shea. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Pass to Booker. Here's Osman. James covering. Davis with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Timeout called. The Suns.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Lakers, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And of course the Suns, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And when I look at the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Shea. Oubre with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
兩次我俾人踢咗出嚟嘅 Discord 點解？
我唔知喎。
我都唔知喎。
咩啊？
5 to shoot. Fires from deep.
你話
Again, the miss by Booker.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Story
and
mode.
they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the
They want
second
side.
quarter.
Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had
係咪都係用翻 Form 5 tutorial？
the impossible
而家入去作假
How do
堂
you，compare him with
啊我
LeBron
但係我入
James?
去 Form 5 tutorial 冇人嘅喎。
係作假堂嚟㗎，佢啱啱入咗去。
係咩？
係啊，
Who, though he is
而家入多次睇下先。我要幫3個人入去。 放咗 Stanley 入先。From 5。
係喎，足教堂嚟喎。
我入咗去先，唔理咁多啦。
Deals. I'll explain it again. And that's remember to watch it within today. All right. So this is the end of the lesson today. And thank you for the participation. Okay. See you.
完咗嘞。
聽到。
但係點解之前把聲咧咁似咁似啲細路女啲聲咁樣？
你問佢咯。
啲細路仔。
我開
小朋友。
我要幫埋 Jackie 點入？我真係好好人。南瓜傑。啊！睇冇錯account先，呢啲黃金漢嘅點解？冇喎，睇先。黃金漢 ，and then， 應該呢個都係黃金漢嘅，用錯account添 ，shit。Switch account。
I don't know what position he is. He may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State. Trying to end the drought. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
The Suns shooting a measly 26% in the second quarter. Right wing. Here's Jerome. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, Greg, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Davis. Here's Kuzma. Trying to get open as
點
Davis.
解踢我走啊？
Kuzma slams
你
it
踢
in.
我走，我咪踢你走。我幾時踢你走
Size and
啊？
athletic
我
ability playing above the rim,
哇！我俾
not
人
an
踢
issue.
走咗，我
咁
未
一定係我㗎，唔俾唔俾老老，唔俾林迪輝，一定係我。
係啊，係咁啦，就咯。
Jerome passes to Ayton.
都估你啦，
我承認我有踢你走，
Dishes to
即係我都唔
Oubre.
承認我踢你走啊！
係咯。
Pass to Booker. Puts up a 3.
我知我
Another
破咗
3
金
for Phoenix.
Yeah, there's 6
你咪繼續
points
放
on
喺咁大
consecutive
咗。
three balls.
咩4.99
They're
美金
finding
嘅
holes
指
now in the D.
爽
Officials
爽
signal
正
backcourt
正
violation.
先
Not
有
careful
人
there.
Well, those
爽
5 turnovers,
從
more
智
than
商
you
點
like
拎
to
500
see.
嘅。
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And the Suns making a change here as well. Kaminsky's checked in.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggression.
冇人睇我直播，好傷心。
點解我呢邊出唔到聲嘅？
你阿媽人
Van Vliet looking around. With second attempt does not go in for him. It's been all about Shea for the Los Angeles Lakers. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that the Lakers making a switch here. Shea's checked in. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Booker with it. He's picked up by James. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Shea is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's James in at the small forward position. That's the Laker five.
順咗佢嘛。
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The pass to Diallo. Nobody near Barnes. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today.
And
there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one out. Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is that at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
The Suns have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Jerome, covered by VanVleet. Pass to Barnes, 3-pointer. Rebound the Lakers. Holden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Jerome passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage, no doubt on the dunk.
Back to Shea, and the layup's good off the glass. Shea's got 27.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue. To get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Davis against Ayton. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Lakers number 1. The Suns in second.
You know, it's been interesting to see both clubs really clamping down with their pressure on the ball defensively. I mean, forcing turnovers and then getting out in transition to score.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Fred VanVleet. Bridges, no one around him. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Bridges with the steal. Pass to Ayton. The 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. LA's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Shea with it. Now guarded by Ayton.
Nice sweep.
Here's Barnes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so it's the Lakers with it. Passes to Bolden. Lakers working the ball around now. Shea outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. Rondo. Carries it from three-point range.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Kicks to Bridges. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Rondo. Jerome passes to Bridges. 6 to
我仲有
shoot.
嗰5個思考。
That shot missing. Great D that time from Davis. Here's Caldwell Pope. Bolden passes to Long. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'll tell you, that pump fake from Che earns him a trip to the charity stripe.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And for the Suns, Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Osman comes in for Shaq Diallo. And Oubre subbed in for Barnes. Jerome passes to Oubre. Now here's Kaminsky, covered by Che. Back to Oubre. Bridges kicks to Oubre. Here's Osman. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Osman's got 7 points. Bolden passes to Che. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Rondo. He's right around 5 points a night, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. The pass to Jerome. To the middle. Power down with both hands.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Che. Inside. Second shot opportunity. And Rajon Rondo the basket on the assist by Che. Che's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Here's Jerome. 7 points in the game. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. Kaminsky misses. Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. And it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jerome passes to Oubre. Here's Kaminsky. Back to Oubre. Just 4 to shoot. He kicks it to Bridges. 16 feet away. And it's Osman missing. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-5 run here. Rondo passes to Antetokounmpo. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Antetokounmpo's got 6. Phoenix has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Bridges. Kaminsky up top. Guarded by McGee. Oubre, no one around him. And he gets it to go from the corner.
And they worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Count that one. And now that's 35 points for Che.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
1:57 left to play in the third. In the corner, Oubre. Off target from outside.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
做乜鳩啊？做乜鳩嚴勁落？你睇下佢喺個窗嗰度鋪咗 Sammy 條片出嚟，做乜春？
咩啊？Samuel 條片？
係啊，佢鋪咗一個。
我鋪啱我條 link 出嚟啊！
Rondo kicks to Che. Pass to McGee. And it's Osman with the rebound.
4個。
Well, Phoenix shooting not great, 40% for the game.
楊天樂唔好啊，係咪 friend 嚟啊？
呢指引咯，指引 is present。
124 left to play in the third. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
喂
雖然佢啲片
喂，各位同學早晨，唔係各位同學午安，喂，聲 hi 好冇？俾我睇下，知道你哋聽到我講嘢嘅，聲 hi，係。太好啦，好開心啊！好開心，hello，好啦，咁咧今日咧同學咧都睇到，因為我咧頭先有啲電腦嘅問題啊，咁所以咧就會遲咗少少。咁咧就係咧同學都會咧知道咧今日咧就應該會再遲少少落堂嘅，咁大概嚟講咧都預翻10分鐘，即係3:8到啦，好唔好？唔好係啦，咁啊陪我哋到底咯喎。好啦，各位同學咧，咁咧今日咧我講少少嘅啫，咁跟住我會加翻支咪咧俾阿 Miss Lang 噶啦。咁咧就關於咧上一次咧嗰個嘅山居秋名裏邊咧嗰個最後一個 point 就係嘅咧反用典故呢一個嘅修辭技巧。咁咧同學咧就有啲同學表示咗咧就唔係好明，咁我就講多一次俾你聽下。好啦，反用典故咧即係最後呢兩個係反用典故嘅。點解咧？因為同學留意翻，請你咧寫翻黃色嗰啲嘅字啊嚇。典故嘅原意咧，其實咧係強調叫啲皇孫咧係離開嘅，因為佢想話俾你聽，春天啊，山林咧好危險㗎，有晒獅子、老虎、猛獸出現㗎咁樣，快啲扔啦咁樣，可以強調離開嘅。咁咧，但係咧，阿王維咧就用咗呢個典故咧，就係強調過咧就係乜嘢咧？係留低啊！咁咧就話雖然咧嗰啲嘅嗰個嘅春天嘅花草啊嗰啲咧已經凋謝咗，但係唔緊要，因為咧同我知。
瞄咗咪6斤清淨。
Oubre. McGee with the block. They get it back. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance.
我 D-line 咗。
He pulls off a Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oubre with it, now guarded by Bradley. Booker with no one around, knocks down the three ball. Booker's got 21 in the game.
Devin Booker has got a 70-point game in his history. He is cooking. You might want to check him tonight.
Here's McGee. Good, and the assist goes.
係啊，潘姐雄應該打。
哎呀，撳唔切 D-line 啊，仆街。
D-line 啲咩？
明，快多個同學快多，明？好，多謝你啊，你係邊個啊？郭永彤啊，太中意。
右拳。
又中意佢。
咁就如果有唔明嘅話咧，咁
最撚中意右拳啊。
咁我而家將個時間交俾你先啦。
我明啊！
即係隻狗嘅意。
Shay's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
When you go all good scores to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
From the top of the key, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles with a 34-point advantage heading into the break.
咁我哋咧就會開始今日嘅課堂啦。咁今日嘅課堂咧，希望同同學咧會對下工作字嘅。
我有工作紙啊！
好啊！
我哋會講下第2首詩啦，即係李白嘅生平嘅。咁第3咧我就會。
我打機嘅，我上咗戇鳩。
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. How about the perfect delivery?
We call that.
同大家講過啲乜嘢咧？
唔記得。
嗱，我哋而家咧會睇個語譯工作字先嘅，係。咁我相信咧同學咧都會喺先前已經好乖咁樣做咗啦。係。
入嚟啊 ，Jackie！
入緊。
同學，你係咪？
邊個開咩咁戇鳩啊？
喂，好熱打。係咪開咪跟住勁大回音啊？
係邊個嚟㗎？
我唔知喎，我以為係 Discord 嚟嘅添。
去先嚇，咁如果同學咧，
阿琪啊，係嘛？阿琪開咗咪我就係知而家，但係冇聲咯。係阿琪啊。
好，嗱，
咁
呢一度咧。
咩？佢會彈出嚟㗎嘛？有。係啦，
咁呢個語嘅工作紙咧，同學咧可以對翻答案啦，攞綠色筆咧係寫翻正確嘅答案嘅。
remind 咗佢啊。
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Suns, we've got Johnson. He's out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Stevens in at the 2. Wong. Here's Ennis. Uses the glass.
再落咧就係人物嘅活動啦，然之後咧就抒發自己嘅一啲嘅感覺。
Has to finish the layup. Ennis has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Los Angeles. And it's Okobo with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Johnson outside. Osman the pass to Kaminsky. The baseline jam. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Teams, if they can keep the rights to their best player, we see in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Shea kicks to Kuzma. Floats it up for Shea.
Shea with a monster night. You love to see such a humble guy excel.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Okobo. Passes it to Osman. Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Stevens. Rebounded by the Lakers. Shea's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the foul called on Shea. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the... And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They've won this game going away. They were the better basket.